Well, that was bad, bro. Barcelona took on Atletico Madrid in the semifinal of the Copa del Rey, and Atletico Madrid ended up destroying and humiliating Barcelona 4-0. Posted on Instagram. Oh no! 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 Oh, what the fuck? Scoring all four goals in the first half. It could have been more than that as well. Joan Garcia made a great save. You know, we'll talk about the mistake later. And Koundé cleared it off the line. And honestly, he was lucky to clear that off the line because Julian Alvarez completely mishit that ball. If he hits that any better, then that is going in the back of the net. Nobody's stopping that shit. Um, I kind of want to start this off with like going after Hansi Flick a little bit. You know, I do respect what he has done at the club for over a year now, and I fuck with him heavy, dude. He is a he is he is a manager who's revived kind of the vibes of this club. He has made us see our philosophy again. And he won a domestic treble last season, got to the semifinal of the Champions League, and had we been able to hold on for 5 more minutes, maybe we would be saying champions of Europe as well. And this season hasn't been easy, bro. We've lost a lot of big games, especially earlier in the season. We lost against Chelsea, we lost against PSG, we lost against Real Madrid. Um, and it just seemed like we were just kind of falling off the standards that we had put on last season, and it wasn't really explainable, bro. Because we have basically the same team, just no Inigo Martinez. We have a way better keeper, one of the best keepers in the world, in Joan Garcia. There is no reason why we should be having a worse season than last season, you know? So, yeah, the season didn't start off too well, 6 months in. And we started to turn around around November, December. We started turning it around. We started winning every game, started winning big games. We beat Madrid in a final about a month ago. And coming into this game, I was looking forward to it, bro. I was thinking, okay, Real Madrid have already lost. They already went out in the round of 16 to Albacete. Even if we lose this game, because Atleti, we are a team that goes down to Atleti a lot, bro. Last season we went down 2-0 in the first leg of the Copa del Rey semifinal last season as well. We went down 2-0. Then we came back. The game ended up 4-4. Um, we were down 2-0 in the second game in La Liga where we had to win against them at the Metropolitano. We were down 2-0 at halftime. We came back, won the game 4-2. And I was thinking, okay, we'll probably go down. This is not something unseen that we do against Atletico Madrid, but we will at least be able to keep it close. We probably in the second half we'll find a different gear and we will just push and push and push and we will find something. But no, bro, it was first 5 minutes, bro. You could fucking tell that it just wasn't gonna work, bro. We were getting dominated in the duels, and then Joan Garcia, bro. I love him so much. He's my favorite keeper I've ever had at the club. We've ever had at the club. This is probably his second ever mistake, like serious mistake as a Barca player. His first one was against Oviedo in the first game we had against them this season. And he gets the ball back from, I think it's Eric. He miscontrols it, like it just goes under his foot. He thinks the ball's higher. I don't know what the fuck he thought the shit was raised or something. Ball goes under his foot, rolls in. It goes across the line, but the ref doesn't call it yet because let play go on. They find Lookman and he finishes it anyways. Now, I know Barca fans were under a lot of scrutiny right now. Joan Garcia will be under a lot of scrutiny. It is time that you don't go against this keeper. He is still the best keeper in the world, in my opinion. It was a massive fuck up, but it's okay. These things kind of happen. Um, yeah, and I was just thinking, okay, this is how things are going to go. This is usually how it goes against Atletico when Barcelona play them at the Metropolitano. We do go down a lot. And this Hansi Flick Barca team has been known to go down a lot, but we pick it up at some point. Then the 2-0 happens, and then I'm starting to get a bit worried, bro. Then it's there. I'm starting to feel a bit of the pressure, bro. And even then, I was like, okay, 2-0. We've been at this exact point against Atletico Madrid 2 times in the last year. We can turn this around. There is time. It's not end of the world shit. And then the game keeps going, bro. And as we get to like the 30th minute, I noticed we had no chances, bro. At all. Nothing. there was no clean chances. You know, we play this high ass line to force teams to make mistakes, and we win the ball high up the pitch, and we can just kind of overwhelm them with our quality. We got nothing, bro. There was no chances. Lamine was in fucking no man's land. Like, Lamine has this very annoying thing where you can kind of tell within the first 5 minutes if he's going to play good or not. His first few touches were shaky as hell. He was sliding all over the place, and it just wasn't going to work. Ferran Torres, bro. There wasn't much for him to do. He wasn't getting the service that he could. Um, and yeah, the missing of Rafinha was very obvious. No Rashford as well. We just had no kind of quick, pacey player on the left side for Lamine to try and find passes to, or even just for someone to like go against Molino 1-on-1. There was just no one there. Olmo is a decent player, but he's not a winger, and that was clear and obvious during this game. He just wasn't an option there, dude. And I'm noticing this as the game's going on, and then the third goal goes in, and then I'm starting to fucking feel it, bro. Then that's where I'm just like, okay, maybe this is different, bro. This is different, cause sure, in those other games we went down 2 goals, whatever. We never went down 2 goals, didn't create shit, and then go down another one. Go down 3 goals, bro, and just kind of just be dominated the first half, especially by Atletico Madrid, who are not that good of a team. Then Fermin Lopez hits the crossbar. I don't know if it was after the second or third goal. Fermin Lopez hits the crossbar. He's like the only light in my life going forward as a Barca fan. And then right before halftime, Atleti scored the fourth one. And then now it's not a question on whether we're going to come back. It's a question on how bad this is going to get, bro. Because it really could have been worse in the first half, bro. They had chances and chances, dude. It could have been really fucking bad. And now here's where I'll talk about Hansi Flick, bro. You noticed after 2 goals down, maybe it's not our day. Our players aren't playing good. They're just going forward. We're not doing anything. Joan Garcia is making mistakes that he would never fucking make in a million years. Made a mistake that he would never make in a million years. He didn't make mistakes. He made one. Maybe just switch up the style a little bit. Maybe relax on the high line. Maybe just calm down, bro. But no, he goes even harder into it. And on the right side, Giuliano Simeone, Simeone had the best day of his fucking career. Balde couldn't deal with him, and it's kind of hard to blame it on Balde considering the system that he plays in. He is forced to kind of basically give up defensively because Hansi Flick tells him to, and he can't really do anything about it. And the result of that was Simeone having the best 90 minutes as an Atletico player. As a professional player he's probably ever had, dude. Every time he would just make the run, Atleti would just play him over the top or just play a through ball. He would cross it, simple, and that's how like 3 of the goals happened. 2 or 3 of the goals happened, and even more chances. Yeah, and it was just a complete disaster. And the thing is, me as a Barca fan, I want people to blame, but I really can't even blame anybody, bro. This is completely on Hansi Flick. This has been a system that has been scrutinized for over a year now. It simply is, at its core, at the least, it is defensively idiotic, at the least. It has no improvisation. It doesn't change over 90 minutes. If you're down 2-0, it's going to... There is nothing to change. It's going to stay the exact same way. And I feel like over the past year we've come back in a lot of games. We've had a lot of games where we play like shit for the first half and we give up a lot of chances and we go down by 2 goals and then we come back and we do the impossible. We make something out of nothing, bro. This felt like we kind of got what we deserved and what we had coming over the past year, bro. All those comebacks. This was kind of a reminder. This was kind of a reminder of how unlikely those kind of things are, bro. And it kind of brought me back to earth, bro. It was really a disgrace, dude. And going into that halftime draw, I was thinking, bro. Okay, this is terrible. It can probably get worse, but it can get better. There, the lucky part about this is the Copa del Rey semifinal. At least it's not the quarterfinals where it would have only been one game. We have two games to make a difference here. Hopefully, we get a goal or two in the second half. We go into the second game, only two goals behind. We have the camp now behind us. We have the fans behind us, and we'll see what we can do, bro. Second half starts. It's not too different. Then Kubarsi ends up scoring a goal. It's called back for the weirdest offside I have ever seen. Like it was a really strange one. I don't even have anything to say on it. It was completely weird. They stopped the game for 8 minutes, completely killing our momentum going into the second half. They stopped the game for 8 minutes. I don't know why you would need that long. Apparently VAR like just stopped working. Apparently that happens. I don't know how. Like these niggas had an electrical outage or something. Just very very weird. Yeah, and that was basically it for the game, bro. There was no big hurrah at the end. There was no big chances. There was no like, oh my god, maybe if you put this away, maybe things would have changed. There was nothing for 30 more minutes. And then Eric Garcia, our best defender, gets a red card, and he's out for the second leg uh, in Barcelona. And it's just like gone from bad to worse. And yeah, honestly, big up to Simeone. He changed what he did last season because last season, in those games where he went up 2-0, he would just say, okay, we're going to play defensive now. We're just going to try and hold on to the lead. He kept going for it, bro. He smelt blood and he realized, okay, we're going to keep going, bro. And yeah, they completely dominated us. There's not really much else to say. There's not really an excuse. Barca fans I've seen on the timeline on Twitter complaining for like red cards and the offside and whatever. I don't really care about that. We got fucked up and we got what we deserved. They completely destroyed us on the counter. Um, they were smart in the way that they played. They were adaptable, unlike us. Unlike this Hansi Flick team can ever be. There's only one way of playing for Hansi Flick, and yeah, that showed that cost us maybe the whole semifinal. Because I don't know if we're gonna come back, bro. Lamine was off. I don't think he's gonna be back for the second leg. I don't think he's gonna be on it for the second leg. I don't know if Rafinha will make that much of a difference. Pedri's probably out for the second game as well. No Eric Garcia, who was our best defender by far. It's just I don't know if we're gonna come back. That might have just cost us the whole two games. Because if it's just 2-0, then we can make something happen. But that was bad, bro, and it could have been worse. I don't know if after getting completely dominated on a tactical and physical level, you can come back from that, bro. When there's just such a high difference in level, I don't know if that's possible. And it's not just about Copa del Rey, bro. It just kind of sets a bad precedent for Champions League when we face like actual tough teams, in the knockout stages. It's like, what are we gonna do there, bro? Atletico have not been that good of a team this season. They lost to Bodo Glimt a few weeks ago. They're not automatic Champions League qualification spot like us. Um, they're just not even that good of a team this season. They're not in the title fight in La Liga. This is not like a very impressive team. Sure, Lookman adds something. He adds something different on the left side. He's very dangerous and he's a really good player, probably the best player that they have. Um, but it's not to the point where they should be beating us like this, man. And we just create nothing for 90 minutes. It's pretty unheard of that we play a game like this in Hansi Flick's era, bro. And it's been years since I've felt this kind of uh, disgrace as a Barca fan. This kind of shame. But it's okay. Barca, my message to Barca fans is never give up. We still have time. Second leg, obviously, next week in the camp now. You need to support the club regardless. Watch the game. And we'll see if a miracle can happen, bro. I go live on Twitch ERs. I was live for the game today. So yeah, there's some clips on TikTok and shit. So if you're interested in my live reaction, go to Twitch ERs with two Z's. Go follow over there. Subscribe if you don't want ads. Subscribe to the YouTube as well. Join the Discord. All the links for these things are in the description. And yeah, never give up, bro. We will be back. Peace.